Hey guys, welcome back. Today I woke up, I drove down south, and I'm here at this jetty to do a bit of a catch and cook, but it's gonna be an unconventional and very easy catch and cook. I'm not even gonna use a rod, and this is something that you can do as long as you find yourself by some rocks. So what I've done here is I've tied on a 1 ounce Cannonball Sinker and a 2/0 hook, just like that, on a dropper loop. And we're gonna be going through these rocks. I'm gonna bait this up with squid, and we're just gonna drop this in the holes between the rocks, and you're actually gonna be surprised the amount of fish that can hide out here. There's a ton of eels, there can be cabezon, which would be the ideal game fish here, and there can be all sorts of other rockfish. We're here low tide today, and that way the waves won't be hitting us, and we'll be able to access every spot and every little nook and crevice where these fish will be hiding, and we'll be fishing as the tide comes up. So it should be a really exciting day, and stay tuned for the catch and cook. So this is what I'm doing. I basically have a really long line here, and this is just because the holes can be pretty deep, and I want to cast out a little bit a couple of times, so longer line won't hurt. And on this hook I'm putting a really little piece of squid. Thread it once, just like that, and literally this will do. If you drop it in there, rockfish will hit it right away. So let's go find some holes. All right, we're checking out the first hole. You see that little crack in the rocks? It can literally be this small, and there could totally be fish in there, or eels or something. So let's see. I'm just dropping it down. I can bounce it a couple of times. Oh, I got one. There we go. Instantly. See that instant bite? And that is a nice rockfish. Look at that. First drop in there, and we got a fish. Nice. Nice, look at this, guys. That was literally first sort of cast, and we got a fish on. So you can see I literally put this in a really small crack in a hole, so it's unreal where these guys hide out. You wouldn't really imagine, but you can literally come out to any jetty, any kind of pile of rocks, as long as there's some water on them, without even using a rod, and just catch fish fast. This is a brown rockfish, no size limit on these guys. We're eating him, we're cooking him up, so I'm gonna dispatch him, we'll set him aside, and we're gonna keep fishing. We want a couple of fish, we might release some, but this is a good tasting guy. I like eating these, so it's going in the belly. Ooh, we got a rockfish. Dispatch him really fast. As always, just bleed him. That should do it. You got to be careful when handling these guys though, because you can see they got all those spines, and they're actually venomous. If you get kind of pricked by them, it can be like a really painful bee sting. It can swell a lot. I keep freaking dropping fish all over, and now we're paying the price. We're going cave diving for a rockfish right now. See if I can get this guy. Whew. Nice. All right, rockfish rescue. That would have sucked because I already killed him anyways. He would have just died in vain, but not anymore. You're getting eaten, buddy. Good news for everyone. So I was mid-sentence when this fish flopped out of my hand, but really fast. The really venomous spines they're not quite spines, but they're actually the side of the gill plate. You can see right there how it kind of has like a barb. That, if you get pricked by, your hand will go numb. It'll just really hurt. It'll swell up a ton. So just watch out, because these rockfish can cause more pain than they look like they could. But let's get back to fishing. All right, guys, that's fish number 1. So I'm gonna rebait, hooking it like this, and that should totally be enough to get us another nice rockfish. I'm gonna put this back in that first hole, because a lot of times there's more than one rockfish per hole, or a lot of the times when one of the rockfish moves out, that hole will just get filled up really fast. I mean, this is all prime real estate, you know, so we're gonna take advantage of that, see if I can pick something else up. Round 2 with this hole, see if we can get lucky again. Dropping it down there, and sometimes it can take a minute to get a bite, but I don't really leave it in here for more than a minute at a time. You know, if you haven't gotten a bite in a minute, there's probably not a rockfish there, or they're probably not interested. You just be patient. You can do a minute per hole and just move down the rocks, and you will do well. All right, nothing in this hole. So there was only one rockfish in this hole, but I'm just gonna keep moving down. It's a big jetty, so we're gonna walk down there, just put this in every single hole I can find. Let's see some fish. Could there be something in this hole? Very exciting stuff. This is a deep one. No luck here. Let's keep moving down. Another thing you can do if you're not catching anything in the holes is just right at the water, give it a good little, just like that. You don't even want it that far. That'll sink, and then if there's a hole there, if there's a rockfish there, it'll go for it. And meanwhile, you can sit back, relax, enjoy the otters. Nothing here either. So okay, we're gonna keep looking. We'll find some more fish. There's a nice There's a nice little rockfish. Look at that. That is the smallest cabezon I've ever seen in my life. And yeah, they're just hiding in these holes. The legal size for these is 15 inches. This guy is just short. Just kidding, but we're gonna let him go. Woo! There we go. There we go. There we go. Ooh, look at this. Oh, it came off, but that was a big eel. That was a big eel. You see that? There you go. There's eels in these rocks. Nice. All right. Let's cook us some breakfast. We've been working hard for this fish, and I'm really excited to eat it. The first thing I'm gonna do, obviously, is I'm gonna gut it. So, really simple, you know? Up here, and I'm just going down into the belly, all the way to the anal fin. And now you can open it. Look at that. That is the interior of a rockfish. Pretty cool. All right, so you can literally just rip everything out, send it to the birds. They'll appreciate that. And now that my little rockfish is cleaned, I'm gonna fillet him. But I almost forgot. First, I'm gonna scale him. So just taking this knife, going in the opposite direction of the scales. Very nice. Look at all those scales. It's a scaly little rockfish. Send that to the birds too. And now this is actually really interesting. I don't know if you can see, but this is a brown rockfish. So you can tell only the tip of those scales is brown. And the rest is actually this clear color. But the whole rockfish looks brown because the scales are angled. So only the brown part pops up. But, you know, it's only a small percentage of the actual scale itself. So that's pretty cool. All right, this guy's been scaled. I'm gonna rinse him off really fast. There we go, that's nice. Now let's fillet this thing. I'm gonna start this guy right from the top. A cut right there. Be careful not to get pricked by those venomous spines because they're right there. Make sure you stay as close to the spine as possible just to make sure you get all of that meat. Now I'm gonna take this guy's skin off. So how I'm gonna do this is, you can see I got him just like this, and this part's still attached. While it's still attached, I'm just making a small cut, but I'm not cutting all the way. I'm just cutting to the skin, and now I can angle my knife and just kind of skin it. So there you go. You can see this part is all skin. You can see I didn't get any of the meat there. This is purely skin, and I'm left with a nice rockfish fillet. There you go. I'm gonna take the ribs off. The ribs are located right here, so I'm just cutting around them. There we go. Send it to the birds, and I'm gonna fillet the other side. Bada boom, bada bam, baby. Nice. Here's our rockfish carcass. The birds are gonna love this thing. Or that one bird, you know what? That bird stayed behind me, so it's gonna get lucky. Here you go. Hopefully it doesn't start a fight, but you get the idea. We have our two nice little rockfish fillets. And now the way I'm gonna cook these things up is I'm actually gonna cook them in foil. So this is a pretty easy and really tasty slash fast slash hard to mess up way to cook fish. So I'll get the ingredients cut up and then I'll explain exactly what I'm doing. So I cut up my ingredients, and I have lime, I have onion, and I have jalapeno peppers. I have more ingredients, but this is what I'm gonna cook the fish in. Everything else is gonna get added after. Check this out. Ready? I'm putting my fish in here. I'm putting my lime in here. Yep, you guessed it. I'm putting my onion in here as well. And of course, the jalapenos. Now, once that's done, I'm gonna fold this in a little packet, just like this. And now that I have that, I'm gonna add another layer of tin foil just around it. Beautiful. In here is our lunch. And now the next step is super simple. Watch. Light this thing up, get it nice and hot, and boom, 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 voila. The one thing you gotta be mindful though when you're cooking fish is fish can get dried up, so it's better to have it on low heat. And also just be mindful, you don't wanna cook it for too long. But with the lid on, this is gonna cook really fast and it's gonna taste really good. Oh, this is gonna be so good. Basically what's happening right now is that lime is secreting all its juices, the jalapeno is secreting all its juices, the onion is secreting all its juices, everything is just secreting juices, and it's getting infused into that fish. We're gonna have a really nice tasting fish. All right, let's check our fish one more time. I think it's done. Yeah, that's done. That's done. Yeah, just by the smell. Oh, that smells so good. Look at that. Take a peek in there. That is gonna taste so nice. So I can turn this off now. This is what we're gonna do. Unwrapping this like a present. Ooh. See, and it comes in its own little plate even. If you cook it in the foil, you can eat it in the foil. It's just literally the most convenient way to cook any fish. Look at that. That actually Smells really good. And I'm literally gonna use the foil as a plate. I'm gonna cut up some more ingredients. I'll show you what I'm doing, and then I am starving, so I'm digging right into this. Chopping up some cilantro here. This is about all you need. Just cut it up kind of finely. Sprinkle this thing on there. Look at that. Ah, nice. Chop up a nice little mushroom here. I know this thing already has lime on it, but throw in some avocado. This can go to the seagulls. Beautiful. Little bit of bell pepper. Brought some salt, brought some pepper. Lightly sprinkle all of that. And voila, my fish is cooked, and look at how nice that looks. This is gonna be delicious. And this was literally so easy to make. So if you're ever at a beach, you wanna cook something easy, foil. Foil, foil, foil. Oh, I'm so ready. Nothing like eating the fish you catch. I forgot to bring utensils, but whatever. Oh, it's so nice. My fish is literally just coming apart. That's how, oh. Nice. Screw it, we're sandwiching everything, and we're just gonna... That's good. That's good. That is delicious. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, please like, please subscribe. Stay tuned. Tight lines.